I got a bunch of random shit.
All right, let's do some random shit.
So if you're looking for a new bald man in your life,
I digress. We probably offend somebody like at least 10 times a minute.
maybe shoot the shit about cigars or his bird watching habit.
You just know, and like they're not wearing any pants. Unpopular opinion.
Oh my god, look at the kitten. Listen, lunch, rhinos.
That's the beer review. Shut up. That's the beer review. Shut up.
No sausage, please. Still debating if I want to put that back in.
Say, you took that out for a reason. We don't
Did
have
I?
to. We don't have to honor it. I feel like after like 3 or 4 episodes, like we'll let it go.
Let the sausage go.
It was like a conversation starter.
Was it? Or just like as we go into an episode.
It was just like a weird way to like keep us from like awkwardly having that awkward silence. Like, is it time now?
Welcome to the podcast episode. This is me speaking with my mouth.
Yes, it is. You did so well. You did so well with your words.
Well with my words.
I almost said you.
Almost the world with my words.
I almost fumbled that. So like I was not doing so well with my words. Thank you for joining us on the Heavy Metal Over a Six Pack podcast. Season 7. I don't know if I ever cleared that up from like a couple episodes ago. We are definitely in season 7. I thought we might not be. Like, we might have jumped into season 8, but there was only one in season 7, so that'd be weird if
it's a short season.
It would have been.
The real short season.
So I guess 7 being my lucky. Maybe the rest of them, like for the rest of our career, might be season 7.
Perfect.
But yeah. So yeah, welcome. Thank you for joining us. We have a lovely episode for you this evening, morning, whatever time of day you're consuming us. And I guess we'll start. And Anthony, I apologize on air because I didn't realize that you've tried this before, but I saw the side of the box that said 11% alcohol by volume, so I figured we'll just kick this fucking thing off with a bang.
If it makes you feel, but I don't remember what it tastes like. I just remember what it makes the rest of your
Easily
night feel
forgettable. Like. Perfect. You know, not for nothing. It has a picture of what's that called? Is that called a goblet? No, that's a
chalice.
It actually says right here, serving a chalice. I don't feel like chalices are. No, they could be 12 ounces. All right. Anyway,
I didn't know chalices had like a.
I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna read this box. Oh, we're drinking beer, by the way, guys. So when I start reading this is about a beer. It's time. The Mad Elf is here with its nuanced blend of sweet and tart cherries, Pennsylvania honey, chocolate malt, and a hint of mischief. The essence of this legendary holiday ale, along with its ruby red glow. Does yours glow?
No. It's a dark bottle. It doesn't really...
Is it broken? Is born from 5 varieties of tree-ripened cherries. Local wildflower, honey sweetens the celebration, and spicy Belgian yeast. Oh, fuck. Adds subtle notes of cinnamon, clove, and allspice.
Oh, God, clove.
It's not the holidays until you've had your first Mad Elf. This is by Troegs Independent Brewing Company out of Pennsylvania, PA. No, that's wrong.
Nope. Like Pennsylvania, piece of Pennsylvania.
Wait, hold on. I just had a mental break. Where the frig was this from? I'm sorry, Hershey, Pennsylvania.
I was gonna say, I was like Pennsylvania.
Oh
Yay.
my god, I just had a little mini stroke and I haven't even had any of the 11% beer yet.
To make this interesting, I mean, you have a 12 fluid ounce bottle and 11% alcohol. That's almost 1% alcohol per ounce. I don't know what that does to your body, but
we're all sleeping at the studio this evening.
We got a big enough sectional will be okay.
All right, Patrick, if you're listening out there, if you drink this Troegs shit, man, we're going to tell you the actual truth about it. Shoemaker. I don't think we've shouted out Shoemaker.
Been a bit.
In a bit. Haven't done this in a bit, but... All right, first sip. Y'all know the rules.
Oh, my God. Yeah, no.
You know, I taste the cherry.
Oh, it tastes a lot of things. It's like somebody put a stocking in my mouth. Oh, God.
Really? The first thing you didn't get was cherry?
I mean, yeah.
It's a little cough syrup.
You get the tartness. It's a lot.
It's a little cough syrup.
It's a lot.
Like, my sinuses are clearing as we speak about
it's
this.
like fucking sucking on a ball of Vicks.
I have to associate this beer with something other than cough syrup, otherwise I won't be able to finish it, because, like, cough syrup, like, literally makes me gross. Like,
Grape cough syrup.
Like, Robitussin?
Robitussin?
Seriously, the people at Robitussin should be shot.
I don't think they have taste buds. They probably all have COVID.
No, they're all fucking evil, is what they are.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, did you ever watch, like, those, like, they have, like, all the the docu-series on, like, Netflixes and stuff about, like, there's a couple of them about oxys. And, like, Big Pharma.
Yep.
Like, Robitussin, like, should be the same way. Like, they should be, like, put on trial, arrested, tried, and sentenced to death for making the worst tasting cough syrup in the history of the planet.
In the world.
And possibly teaming up with Troegs for the Mad Elf beer. All right, hold on. Let me disassociate this with cough syrup and see if I enjoy cherry. Because I like cherries. Big fan of the cherry.
But, I mean, it's a heavy beer.
I probably never want to drink this again after I finish this review.
I can't imagine drinking more than one of these.
Like I said, probably never want to drink this again.
Like,
so
it's on that line of, like, imperial,
that,
stout kind of thing.
Now we have 4 beers in the universal podcast fridge that are probably never going to leave our fridge, kind of like the dragon's milk.
Oh, God, yeah. That's that barrel-aged banana stuff. I mean...
Dragon's milk was so fucking bad.
It was not great.
This is better than Dragon's milk.
Yeah.
Low floor.
Very low floor. Like basement floor. Alright, I mean, I don't know what else to say about it except I might take a mulligan, but...
We've already buried this beer. We don't need to bury it any longer.
I mean, I'm gonna go with like a 2, because at least, like, it's not like I want to vomit now, but I mean, it has some flavor, and the cherry is noted, and it tastes like fucking Christmas. I don't know what else you want.
The cherry is like really overpowering. Like they talk about like cinnamon and allspice and like stuff like that. I was actually
Which is
expecting
weird
more of
because
like
allspice and cloves are fucking potent.
Yeah,
like that
like
shit you pull out.
I don't feel the. Maybe that comes later. Maybe that's when it comes back up.
The cinnamon. There's the cloves again. Oh no, not the allspice. It makes my nose burn.
I don't mind nutmeg.
Nutmeg's fine.
I'm down with nutmeg.
I wouldn't put the whole thing in my mouth, but it's not bad.
No, a little sprinkle though in the pancake mix. Dig that. Down with that. I like 2.
These are all spices that are used in very small quantities.
I agree with you on this one. I think I'm at a 2. Because I'm not like grossed out, but I don't trust it.
That first initial sip, I think it's just like it's a lot and you don't expect it.
This is
You're
like
oh
having
my God.
This is like having to hang out with my mother-in-law.
I don't know what that means.
But that's what this beer tastes like.
I don't know where to put the dial on that one. Because I mean, you could love your mother. I don't know.
Well, put the information that we've already discussed together. and
okay.
Come to your own
all right.
conclusion.
Yeah. So I would kind of backwardsing it. I'm gonna wipe the taste from my mouth by putting my tongue in that electrical socket.
See, I think I screwed myself because now I can't untaste cough syrup now.
It's in here in your own brain, sir.
Like I actually almost want allspice. Do we have any? I'll just add some.
Give me some more. I don't believe that we have that. We have 2 microwaves.
What I'll do is
actually, Crystal has
I'll add some
his
vanilla.
steak in there.
That's not steak.
Okay.
That's
and he has his beef.
That's roadkill at this point. I ordered chicken at that restaurant. Like, we won't make fun of any corporate possible sponsors.
Okay, weird one, but okay. If you get free popcorn, I'm cool with it.
But everybody gets free popcorn.
Not in that tiny ass bowl.
Yeah, we were special. You just want to come over to our table more often.
You should eat this pickle. I'm like, no, almost. You should really just eat one more pickle. I'm like, almost. And you should really just eat a French fry. So there's like a half a French fry on the plate. You should just eat something off this plate. Like, go away. That's a real conversation with a real server.
Yeah, that one definitely. That was a tester. It's like I was in a good mood walking into this. Then you served me overcooked chicken, and wouldn't go away. And wanted to sleep with my friend.
Well, that's okay.
But anyway, okay. Well, sorry, Troegs. I've had some good Troegs. I don't remember what, but I've had it.
Name sounds familiar.
Yeah, we get Troegs around here. The old Hershey,
close.
not Pennsylvania, PA. They're of Hershey, PA.
Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, MA.
Yeah, you know when hosts are special.
Well, we're all a little special, so don't you worry about. Okay, and record. Ready? Just kidding.
Hey, Mark, guess what? You get to try this beer again.
Start over.
No, I don't.
We need to recreate all of that again.
All right, I have two short newses, and they all happen to be alcohol related.
Okay.
So,
come on, hold this up.
Leinenkugel's
Yep.
Brewery in Chippewa Falls to close after 157 years.
Damn.
Spoiler alert, they're not going away.
Just that specific.
Just like the original brewery is closing after
Okay.
157
So the original brewery is in the U.S.?
Yeah, Chippewa
I
Falls.
thought it was a German beer.
Chippewa Falls.
Leinenkugeln, I mean, that's the most German word I've ever heard.
Well, maybe they migrated 157 years ago.
Because I mean, I know like
They
Guinness,
would have definitely been
Guinness
on a wooden boat.
has an American one, but it's not like the original one.
Right. So after more than 157 years, Leinenkugel's beer will no longer be brewed in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. The beer that has become synonymous with western Wisconsin town will soon be produced at the parent company Molson Coors sprawling plant in Milwaukee. Molson Coors said the decision to move the production of Leinenkugel's products came after improvements to its canning line in Milwaukee. Another smaller brewery under the Molson Coors umbrella, 10th Street Brewery in Milwaukee, will also be rolled into the company's main operation. So I think I'm starting to notice. I think the big guys are just starting to like scoop up the little guys. Like Wachusett just got
Smutty Nose.
Smutty Nose.
Which Smutty Nose isn't that big, to my knowledge.
They're pretty big.
Are they pretty big?
Pretty big.
They're in Maine, right?
Pretty big. Yes. Pretty good regional.
Okay.
According to Molson Coors website, the Leinenkugel's brewery with 120 employees at the location of Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin, will soon be closing. So thank you, Molson Coors, for putting 120 people out of business. Or out of a job. But they didn't specify a closing date. Rose Bear, who told 5 Eyewitness News her husband works at the brewery, said the company told her husband it will close in January. But that's not. Apparently. Yeah. But, quote from an employee, I am deeply saddened by the decision of Molson Coors leadership team to close our Chippewa Falls brewery at home.
A long time, huh?
For over 157 years and 6 generations of family management, Leinenkugel's has been brewing great beers for our legions of fans throughout Wisconsin and across the country. I feel for all the impacted employees and their families at Chippewa Falls. I mean, Chippewa Falls is basically going to just go underwater. And trust that Molson Coors leadership will do everything possible to ease their pain during this challenging time. I know that Molson Coors leaders don't take these decisions lightly. It's clear to me that they determined that the savings resulting from the closure were significant enough to justify this difficult decision. Yep, big corporate America. And that was by Dick Leinenkugel.
Nice.
Yeah, big 6 generations of family brewing.
That's a long time, man.
I'd like to shout out the Canoe Paddler, a very fabulous little lager, and arguably the best.
Oktoberfest is good.
I would say arguably the best nationally distributed Oktoberfest.
I mean, if they are quote unquote German, that makes sense.
But it to me, it feels more authentic.
Yeah.
And not gross.
No, like the old copper.
Yeah, I don't consider
Jack's
that
happy.
Oktoberfest. at all. It's just thick and heavy and weird.
Tastes like pennies, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, copper, like, it just makes the connection.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
It's not like they're wrong, they're just incorrect.
Everybody came in with pocket change when we brewed beer.
You could be just full of blood, for all we know.
Did you get the water notice that your pipes don't be full of lead?
No.
I hear that's a Massachusetts thing.
Oh.
Well, maybe they know what your pipes are made of. La-di-da. They don't know what my pipes are made of. They said you might have lead. You might have been lead poisoning yourself.
I put it there myself.
You might have been lead poisoning yourself since 2006. It's like, I think
might as well just finish the job at that point.
Yeah, I think I'm fine.
Yeah, at this point, like...
You guys are going to be embarrassed when I live longer than all you.
Right?
It's like, that guy never took care of himself. And he's going to live to like 104. It's like, that's right. I'm going to be that motherfucker.
That's all that lead's holding your organs together.
Wife's going to hate me so much when she gets older. She's like, you suck. I've taken care of myself my whole life, and I have a terminal illness at a young age. I'm not going to actually say a number because I don't want to do that.
Yeah, let's not jinx anyone's significant other.
I think like 94. Ripe old young age of 94. Your grandmother's like 98 or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe 92.
Yeah, all my grandparents.
Somewhere in the 90s. She's a cool old lady, too.
No, that's the age where you become cool. It doesn't matter who or what is around you.
Oh, she's always been cool. She gets on Facebook and like puts out like dirty posts.
Nice.
Starts talking about the things that still get her going.
That's hilarious.
At her old age.
Oh my goodness.
It's awesome.
Good for her. Good for her.
All right, that's my first one.
That was good.
Pipeline and Kugel. Fuck you, Chorus.
This one I'm just gonna pull out of my brain because I kind of know what happened. Unless you want to do our big discussion kind of after your other small one.
Oh yeah, this is a quick shout out. Another band actually joined the whiskey community. Under Oath decided that like, hey, we can make whiskey too. So in the essence of continuing to define their Christian beliefs and their comeback, I hope I'm getting the right band. I think I'm getting the right band. They went away for a while, then they came back and they're like, you know what, fuck Christianity. We're not a Christian band anymore.
We make alcohol.
So Under Oath is now part of is in the bourbon business. Their most expensive bottle, called 3-Chord Bourbon by Under Oath, celebrating 20 years of their only chasing safety.
Okay.
The next is the Strange Collaboration 3-Chord Bourbon. What's that?
You didn't give the price unless you...
Should I?
I mean, you did start off with, this is their most expensive.
Their most expensive at $59.99. Which is not wretched.
No, not at all.
Strange Collaboration 3-Chord Bourbon, finished in Pinot Noir casks.
Pinot, yeah.
So, wine.
Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir. I'll have the Pinot Noir, please.
Which is $3.28 discount at $56.92. 27-cent discount. Also at $56.92 is the Amplify Rye Whiskey, which is rye whiskey, very good for the old-fashioned.
Well, I think it's not as good. Doesn't have that burn as bad.
And then the Tennessee Straight Whiskey, which is the $35.38.
Now that one's got the burn.
Most likely that one's going to taste like Jack Daniels. Not the good one.
Is there a good one?
No.
Sorry, I'm really trying to fool here.
Try to be nice.
Hot takes, unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion. Jack Daniels kind of
gross.
sucks. Especially when you drink it alone. If you can drink that Jack Daniels out of the bottle, you are probably a serial killer.
What do you? I mean, if you had the option, would you pick Jack Daniels or Jameson?
Oh, Jameson all day long.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Irish whiskey?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Jameson and ginger. That's balls.
Maybe it's just because I've had a bad experience. It's fine. It's not.
Jack Daniels and ginger? No.
No.
Jameson and ginger?
I mean, look, when TGI Fridays, that's like their main thing. It kind of swings that red flag around. Jack Berry smash. More like jack off in my berries and don't smash.
So speaking of my wife, who's gonna live forever, okay. She was in Nashville, Tennessee, and actually went on the Jack Daniels tour. So she actually brought me back a bottle that you can't just get like
Sure.
at any like retail establishment, thinking like she was doing like a really cool thing, and like she's like, oh, I asked them like what would be like their sipper, like what would be like their one that you can stand alone like most drink, and she brought like a bottle of. I almost feel like it was a rye also, like it was like a rye.
Rye seems to be your sipper more than anything.
It tastes basically like Jack Daniels, and I was just like, it's great. Hey, to be fair, the ball's gone. Like, they drank it.
I did finish it.
I figured something out.
But I want a refund, please.
That's the so the thing, like, big fan of the old fashioned. And what I've noticed is if you get like a cheaper whiskey or one that's not quite doing it, you just add like a touch more of the sugar and a little more of that maraschino cherry juice.
Yeah, just make it taste less like the alcohol that's in.
Yeah, it's like fruit juice with like a splash.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like I made Kool-Aid
and put some rubbing alcohol in it. Yay! I'm a scientist.
and we floated the whiskey on top, so we drink it first and get it out of the way.
Yes, avoid that. Get to the good stuff at the bottom.
So welcome to the whiskey game, Under Oath.
Good job.
And 3-chord bourbon.
Proud of them.
I wouldn't have teamed up with something called 3-chord bourbon. It's kind of making fun of your music without really.
I'm living on 3 chords. That's all you use. What are you, Taylor Swift?
Like, you're not even like a 4-chord pop song. You're only 3.
Yeah.
E, 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 E.
E. F.
All right, that's it. Those are my 2 little ones.
I guess we can, just to get our thoughts on the situation.
So yes, sir.
We are aware of a band, which we both grew up with, who is down to their last member. So as we all know, or I mean, it's kind of old news at this point, but whatever. As LA Dying has been losing. I think it started with like the guitarist, and then like their manager, and then their bassist, who also does all the clean vocals, and then the drummer, and then the lead singer, who was essentially like, since he came back from his prison sentence, has been with him since then, has also left. So this leaves a band of one person and a brand new album release, which came out like 3 days ago.
The real dammer was when the actual co-founding member and original guitarist was like the last to go. Like, that was like the one that was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And like the they all posted when they all left and whatever, and it's weird because there's like all these saying like, oh well, my mental state has been tested, and stuff like that, and my morals have been tested, which is like, okay, well, if you knew the situation that the lead singer Tim came from, and that didn't test your morals, but this current situation did test your morals, I'm concerned.
I think the problem, like the Mad Elf's come back.
Oh no, it's the allspice.
The biggest problem is, I don't think, like, and correct me if I'm wrong, Anthony, like the actual thing that, like the new thing that's actually happened has not actually been released yet. Like, nobody has actually said, okay, this is actually why. Like,
well, that's the thing.
Like, so we actually don't know. It's like, is Tim just like a big piece of shit, or did he try to put another hit on somebody, or is he like doing hard drugs, or is he like, did he get a bad batch of psychedelics? I mean, like, what, like, but the guy's actually saying is like their personal health and their integrity and
That's
morals.
what I mean, like,
it's like, okay, something's fucked up.
So,
and this also all basically started because they lost a European tour.
Yeah.
Like, the manager kind of like
he dipped.
So he was obviously going back and forth with like the band, and like there were, and who knows? Like, I mean, that could be, a gazillion different reasons. It's like, oh, you're not getting big enough clubs, or like we should be playing stadiums, or you're not getting this, you're not doing this, you're not getting, like, the dollars are wrong. It's like, it could have, like, all this whole thing could have all just been like financial. Like, nobody's like getting their like correct pay, and like it's like Tim's trying to like consume more, but like nobody knows because nobody's saying anything.
So the last thing that was released was actually from Tim himself. And I'll read verbatim here.
Well, there's nobody left.
Yeah. Well, this is the one that we were waiting for, because obviously him being the last person, he said, "Hi everyone. I needed some time to process all that has happened recently with Azalea dying. As I reflect, I certainly agree that there was an unhealthy environment that made leaving for a new tour with the previous lineup unrealistic. It had become difficult to figure out even the smallest details, and I admit I can stick strong to my vision for the future of Azalea dying, even when others think it should go in another direction." Now, stopping that for a second, there's a good big red flag. Clearly, other people wanted to go in a different direction, and he did not.
Sure.
For them to be like, I want to do this and stick to my vision when others think it should go elsewhere.
Yep.
So there's kind of...
Quick sidebar. Have you ever seen the movie Rockstar?
With
Mark
Tom
Wahlberg?
Cruise? Oh, Mark... No. No, I don't think so.
All right, so it's not gonna, the reference ain't gonna make sense to you, but he ends up taking over for like a really big band, like the lead singer, because he was in a tribute band. His voice like matches. Sure. Later on, they're actually gonna put out a new album. He comes with ideas, and like two of the original members, like me and this guy write the songs. You play the songs. Kind of a thing.
Kind of.
And he was kind of like, "What? You don't want like any of my input?" It's like, no, you can take like these songs and you can go back and sing them in your shower, and they're probably like cute and wonderful and beautiful. But me and him write the songs, you play the songs. So then like there was like this whole like rebellion thing. Sure. So like I can actually kind of like let's like put As I Lay Dying like in this movie, and Tim's like, I write the songs, you play the songs.
Right, exactly. Continuing here, it saddens me to think about the behaviors, communication, and patterns of interaction that led up to the tour cancellation. Phil and I no longer saw eye to eye personally, creatively, or financially. Comes up to your financial situation.
Yep. Not getting enough money out of these venues.
Discussions during this time prompted his decision to depart first, which is interesting because he was the last one to depart. And then he kind of filled that in with each of the touring members deciding to leave shortly after, as they were not interested in going on without him. Unfortunately, that wasn't the order in which everything was made public.
Gotcha.
According to him, Phil left first, even though he was the last one to post about it.
That's hard. I find that hard to believe, because like that like Metal Injection as an example had been like all over this story. Like they probably have like a dude like in their camp.
Right.
Like somewhere, but anyway.
Discussions during this time. Oh, sorry. Some statements were rushed out during a chaotic time in response to rumors. I fully support each of the guys' decisions to leave and believe at this time it is best for everybody. With that being said, my door will always remain open to discussing anything directly, as I believe closing communication lead to many assumptions and problems of its own. Now, regarding what's next. As I Lay Dying was founded on persistence and determined, which is probably one of those songs. For anyone who is familiar with the foundational years from 2000 to 2004, I know that more than 20 people, who I am incredibly grateful for, have come and gone to help bring to life this vision I've had in my head since I was 19 years old.
This is a creative thing.
So in 4 years, they had 20 people. Yeah, figure that shit out.
Wait a minute. Is that real?
For anyone who is familiar with the foundational years from 2000 to 2004, you know that more than 20 people have come and gone to help bring to life this vision I've had in my head since I was 19 years old. I look forward to building a new team and creating an atmosphere that is supportive, positive, and fosters a creative environment.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So Wiki says 15.
I mean, unless he counts, like, behind the scenes. Producers. Whatever.
That's still pretty... I mean, aren't they a 4-piece band?
They were.
Like,
Not anymore.
That's a lot of turnover.
Yeah. And it's wild because in the 15th, Through Storms Ahead was released. And their album, I think it's on here anyway. Yeah, it's not on here.
It was 2014 when he was convicted. 2018, like they actually were doing like good stuff. That's when they released like My Own Grave.
Yep.
And Shaped by Fire, which I think everybody actually
2019.
loved. So something happened, man.
Yeah.
This doesn't just like, oh, now.
It's weird that he said between 2000 and 2004. Well, foundational years, I guess that's the start of it, because then you had Fairwood's collapse, and that's it. So Evan Elliott took 20 members to get them through Fairwood's collapse. Which is wild to me.
That's a lot of people. 15 people for a 4-piece, man.
Yeah.
And you have 2 of the original members, like the founding members. So, like, you rotated 2 spots.
Well, not even, because their guitarist, Phil, was a member started after he came back from his prison sentence.
Oh, I'm sorry. I could be correct.
Because that whole...
I thought I read somewhere that
gone.
he was a founding member. But anyway, Jesus Christ.
I don't believe so.
Maybe Tim's an asshole.
I mean, that's what it looks like, right? At this point, I mean, I don't like to make assumptions like that, but
It's like, you might suck at life.
you know what I mean?
It's like, holy shit. And they're releasing music. Pressing on. All right, so now, if you are a fan, let me flip this discussion interview on you, pal.
Me?
See space optimized storage. Oh, fucking Christ. Why is my disk almost full? I need a new laptop. Hey, sidebar. So if you're a fan, As I Lay Dying actually releases like a new song. Is it wrong that if we actually like listen to it and enjoy it? Like, is that a problem now?
I don't think so.
Like, because like Tim's obviously a dick,
It doesn't bother.
or somebody's a dick.
So is Lars, and how many people listen to Metallica?
I go in stages.
Here and there.
Well, basically,
I'm just saying.
Hey, I'm gonna go on like a little like mind trip down like my past. I'm gonna listen to some Reload.
I'm one of those people that...
I can accept that. I can separate the art from the asshole.
Correct.
Like I'm able to do that.
There is only, as of right now, there is one band that, I mean, I only knew one song from them, but I won't listen to them anymore.
But given the circumstances, like something fucking weird is happening. So like he's about to put out like music and like go on tour again. It's like, I don't know. It's like, it's kind of weird. It's like maybe not buy that ticket right now until.
Yeah,
I need
it
more.
Feels unstable.
Need more info. Like this is gonna turn into like a Axl Rose situation. It's like he might not show up.
Like, how does it feel to release an album that nobody's attached to anymore?
It's.
You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, everybody like always links themselves to like a certain portion of like the music. Like, you know, like sometimes like if you're a guitar player, you like really like get yourself like emotionally involved like with the guitar action. If you're a vocalist, likewise. If you're just like if you like the message, you get to that. But it's like you can't take Tim's message because Tim's unfortunately he's got a sketchy ass fucking past. You can't connect with like any of the existing band members because well they're gone. He's got basically 4 suits that are gonna play with him like from now on. Right. If you go for integrity kind of a thing, like it's like if you try to respect like the integrity of the band, obviously there's no integrity there because like they had financial discussions.
Yep.
Like
Clearly.
management quit.
Yep.
Management. The only way management gets paid if like a band is successful, and the guy's like, dude, fuck this.
Yep.
I'm not gonna make money with you people.
Right.
Like, it's just weird, man. That's weird. He's gonna put something out. It's gonna be like fucking incredible, and it's gonna be like, yeah, I can't even respect it because you're a d-bag.
Yep.
But separate the d-bag from the art.
Yep.
The Kevin Spacey. I've always loved his movies.
Yep.
And he's exonerated.
Yep.
So, right the whole time.
Got it.
They should have brought him back for the last season of House of Cards because that kind of sucked.
Yeah.
terrible if it's her. They just killed him.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, he's dead, by the way.
Yeah.
But moving on, I'm President. Spoiler alert, by the way, if anybody's
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
House
If you
of
haven't,
Cards.
it's dead. Yeah, I mean that's all I kind of. Small discussion on that. I don't think I'll have any issue.
I just need more information. I actually look forward to doing the show where we actually have more information.
Right.
But you know what he needs to do? He actually needs to go on like a little mini tour, like with like a new lineup, and then more information will come out because he'll be like, oh, these guys are like way better than those dickweeds because blah 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 blah. I offered them 20% of the whole thing, and I took 80, and they all agreed. And they're like, oh, that's why.
It's very strange.
Might be fun.
Doing great, sir.
Thanks, man. I tried really hard. 15 people.
Should we go into which one next? You want to go underground?
Yeah, we can go underground. Are you out of stories? That was it?
That was it. I mean,
Okay.
that's all.
Two shorties and a discussion on total douchebags in the world?
Yeah.
All right, sweet. All right, today's assignment, if you choose to accept it.
Oh, you accepted it.
In fact, you replied with "I loved it," like "love it," which I know you're always just like overly positive. So
I tried it.
Anyway, we actually used to have this like back. I think we used to call it like artist profiles, where we actually just like pick a band and we just like really talk like extensively about it versus like in passing. It's like, oh, I listened to this song, it was good. I was like, cool. So today, Anthony went and found himself a band. I went and found myself a band. Now, I said underground, so like kind of like the guys that like kind of float under the radar, like maybe like not the A-listers in the world. So you're not going to hear anything about Slipknot or Pantera or even our beloved Avatar today. We're going to actually go a little deeper into the world today, and we're going to talk about artists and yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Would you like me to go first?
Yeah, why don't you go first this
Want me
time?
to go
Anthony?
first?
You should go first. You can go first this time, Anthony.
Okay. So
I don't like it.
this, I want to say about a month ago, these guys kind of rolled into my radar. The band is called Through Arteries. It's got that like attack vibe a little bit. That kind of like mid 2000s emo kind of what's the word? Synthy, just gross angry metal music. And I mean, I would even go metalcore because it's got the clean choruses and, you know, the heavy breakdowns and the guitar work. This is one of those bands that I don't know how I've never heard of them because they have everything that I like in a band.
I enjoy the cleans.
They got the big choruses.
This is a good time.
They got the gnarly breakdowns. That's, according to this, they only have 7,810 monthly listeners, which isn't ginormous at this, you know, rate. They only have 2 albums, and one was in 2017, and one was this year. But yeah, I mean, the breakdowns are just gross. The screams are gross, but I mean, it just brings you back to like those early 2000s, and it's wonderful. They got the pinch harmonics and the synth alone. It's really good. It's catchy. It's fun. It's angry. It's nostalgic, and it's a band I've never heard of before. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like it's almost like a comfortable place.
Brings you back to a time.
Yeah.
Where things were beautifully angry.
Yep.
And we weren't being played out of a pad.
Yeah, I mean, some of the songs like This Is the End is really good. Huge chorus. Crazy breakdowns. Don't Take It Personal. It's a solid song. Our Happy Ending is just so heavy and so angry.
Actually, I like the scream and the cleans. Like this is like they're both like tonally pleasing.
Yep.
Aesthetically pleasing.
Yep. Yeah, no, they're good. They're good. Let's see. I can get a little information on them. The hard rock quartet, based out of Texas, Through Arteries, fronted by the well-known charting producer and songwriter Corey Bruneman, has evolved well past their post-hardcore and metalcore roots when they formed a decade ago. Alongside Bruneman, the band's sound is molded by members Orlando Reyes on bass, Caton Rickman on drums, and Levi Miller on guitar. In an ever-changing industry, Through Arteries' sound has matured and evolved into the heavy, hitting hard rock as heard on the tracks Rock Bottom, Hollywood Lies, and Grave. The band looked to set their future musical trends with their upcoming album Laughs and Depression, which is this year released. Yeah, they're wonderful.
They are wonderful. And they apparently have excellent blood flow to get through the arteries.
Yeah, through the arteries, yeah. Yeah.
No, all joking aside, like the main scream and the cleans. I actually love the tone of the cleans.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's that dude from Throw the Fight, like his better projects.
Kill the Lights.
Yeah. Get a little of that vibe out of him.
I can feel that.
Because it's like just the way he can kind of like his range.
Yep.
Dude, what the fuck? This guy hasn't accepted my friend request? It's from like 28 years ago.
Because I think we played with him at one point.
Anyways,
What do you go, buddy?
Solid choice. I went local. I went all right, so this is a New England band. I actually tried doing a deep dive on these cats, but I'll tell you what, like fishing through social media is sometimes a bitch, especially if the guys don't actually put the information actually up there. But the band that I actually wanted to discuss is our local. I don't know if they're officially Massachusetts or if they're actually from Rhode Island, but they are the band Gannon, Gannon.
That's almost like the bad guy from Legend of Zelda. That's close.
All right, so let's talk Boston, Providence. This is what I love about Gannon. Gannon doesn't have there's not one release in their whole catalog, which I have sifted through their entire catalog. I've gone all the way back to 2018 with their EP1 and EP2, all the way to their most recent 2024. They actually have 4 singles that I'm actually going to talk about a little bit.
It's a cover.
It is a cover. I'm going to talk about this in depth and a little shortly. If you want, Anthony, why don't you put on this guy?
Okay.
But the thing about Gannon is their whole catalog. I don't think you're going to get one song that's going to sound exactly like another song. These guys are so diverse. Going back to their their beginning, and now even their beginning, EP1. I meant to bring this up before I actually. It's because I wanted to refer hip hop. Going back to the first EP, There Is a Way is just a solid metalcore song, decent riffs, good cleans, good screams, good transitions. And then EP2, One Last Time, is an absolute masterpiece. And these are their songs that are not their most popular by any means, but that's going back their roots. So what I'm trying to say is their original releases were amazing. Good enough to be awesome, and then going from there, I would actually have said like their early catalog was like more of like a metalcore because there was a lot more cleans, like kind of a thing. I think their newest releases, like so they had 3 singles that were released this year: Cubicle, Slow, Nightfall, and Get Fluffed. So I think they actually like transitioned from like a metalcore band to like a deathcore band because like they are just.
Well, the lead singer, if I'm correct, is in that band that we played with. That was like super heavy.
Oh, Patient Zero.
Yes.
Yep.
Which they're grossly heavy.
So just to go through the catalog like really quick, 2024, Get Fluffed. Heavy, high energy, lots of elements, a cool metalcore groove vibe to a serious heaviness, good solo, breaks up and transition. Like there's transitions that are like they make sense, they're great, they're wonderful. I love it. 2024 single Nightfall. It's a slow headbanger. It's slower, but it's like deep, it's dark. It's a quick hitter. It's only like a minute 45 seconds or like something like that. Another single, Cubicle, which I had to look this up. I wanted to make sure that this like actually wasn't a cover. Just gotta make it to Friday. Like just listen to the actual like intro to like Cubicle. It actually reminds me of Ice Nine Kills.
Okay. Cubicle?
Yeah. 2024. You might have to dig for that one. It didn't show up on there. Because like Spotify like really fucks you up honestly like with this band because if you if you listen to like the popular releases like there's like a whole catalog.
Yeah,
like,
they have a lot too.
Like deep and like these guys just like keep pumping shit out. 2023 there was a single called Ghost.
Yep.
Clean, soft beginning.
Yep.
Like it's like all clean vocals and then all of a sudden it just goes to absolute mayhem. Like which I just loved like that whole transition. 2022, the Vermilion EP. Yep. Lots of guest appearances, and I think I actually looked you guys up appropriately. So the ones that I think I got right, I'm gonna actually just give a shout out. Andrew Lima is on a couple of songs. I believe he's from I Among You. Kai Farrar is from Late Nine. He's actually a guest appearance. The Calling, this gentleman named Eric Shepard. EricShepardDrums.com. Mm-hmm. Like, so he's in there. Josh Previtt, sorry, buddy. Couldn't find you. Top single from the Vermilion EP was like a song called Playing Dead. It's one of the top singles actually on their catalog. Like, it shows up right at the top of their, like, Spotify list. There's elements of rap in this.
Well, I think there's 2 versions of this. If I
you talk about The Calling?
Nope. So Playing Dead, it's weird because when I click the one off the EP, it just says Gannon, but when I click off the popular one, it says Gannon and Jake Funk.
Yeah, that's probably.
That feels right, huh?
Yep. They had a lot of collaborations, but the point being is like this is you can actually listen to this whole catalog. You can actually probably put like every single one of these songs like into a playlist and not even realize you're only listening to like one artist because they were like all over the map. They have solid cleans. The dude can sing.
Yep.
His guest can sing. The dude can scream. Like everybody in this band can scream. They can do pig squeals. They can do like. I don't know. It's just I got into like the diversity of Gannon. We actually saw Gannon. We saw Gannon at Middle East. We spoke with their lead singer. He was the one that actually didn't really want to come on the podcast. He's like, how about we just like hang out and have some beers and like not be on air. And like we're like that was the guy we were trying to explain. It's like, oh, we're not live. Like we're just we just recorded like an interview and like just give a couple more highlights. This is a song called Suffer. Pretty standard tune, standard transition, solid sound. Has catchy chorus, fun intro. Oh, that's off of the Vermilion. The one I wanted to say, Iceberg. Iceberg, which is off the, I don't know how to say this word, Cerulean EP?
Cerulean?
Yep. Iceberg probably has one of their most catchy and most distinct choruses out of like their whole catalog. just the way like the clean vocals actually kind of like climb and like descend and like whatnot. It was really nicely done, like when it actually gets like to the chorus side. But there's two covers that I was actually going to highlight from these guys. Back in 2018, they actually I don't know if they did it as like a joke or not, but they did Never Gonna Give You Up cover.
Really?
Never Gonna Give You Up.
Shit.
Never, which that was like basically like kind of like just like a heavier version of like the original. The cover that I will bring up that deserves some recognition, and like this year they actually released a Linkin Park cover, Crawling. And what they did with Crawling was like it was their own interpretation of Crawling.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one that I.
Yeah, so go ahead, get that guy fired up, because what I actually appreciated about this, because like they kind of start like kind of mellow, kind of dope, but like this is like this whole song is like their own interpretation of it, and it will increase in heaviness as it like gets like further into the song, but it doesn't take away from the soul of the song, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like
just a different take on it.
Yeah, but it gives the original song like a lot of respect. Like I really enjoy this, because like I've obviously like with the popularity of Linkin Park, I feel like there's a lot of metal bands out there that are actually trying to like jump on that popularity and the opportunity that's like, oh, well, they're not here anymore.
Right.
And it's just like, it's like, did I really need that cover of Numb, or did I really need that cover of One Step Closer, kind of thing? But like this whole thing is like an interpretation, and it starts soft, goes through the first chorus, and then it gets heavy. Like the second verse of the song, like it gets heavy. I don't know if you can find it in there.
Okay. Yep. There it is.
But Gannon also has like enough like electronic elements and like enough
Can fill that
backtracking like behind them where they can actually like kind of like still include like a lot of like. So the other thing that I was gonna say, like if you actually listen to their whole, especially like their newer stuff, they're not getting their heaviness from like chuggy guitar work. Like the guitar work is actually telling a story, and I would actually almost like kind of describe it as like an August Burns Red. If you actually listen to the lead guitarist of like August Burns Red, like that guy's like just kind of telling like a story, and the heaviness of the song is actually coming from the vocals and the rhythm section.
Okay.
Which Gannon like really kind of gives me like those vibes, because like their guitars are like really working to like tell you a story, and I'm impressed to have these guys in our backyard. And I'm sorry I wasn't like more of a deeper dive like earlier, but these are some really talented dudes.
Yeah.
And deserve a lot. And like this cover, Crawling, is fantastic. Like good stuff. I mean, the 4 singles that they basically dropped this year, including the cover, like are all phenomenal in like their own way. Like Gannon deserves your love, respect. We are gonna link the hell, and I actually might even do like a further write up, just for like what I can't enunciate in words. And maybe they'll send us free stuff. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
And we get the free stuff.
I'm just kidding. We're not in business for free stuff. I'm in business to highlight cool bands.
Business of living. Cool. Very good.
That's
very
it.
Good
That's
fun.
that's a solid playlist though. Like throughout, that's a great band.
Yeah.
You always find good stuff.
It's not
How
on
do you do
purpose.
it?
It
How do
just
you do it?
happens, dude. It just happens.
I drive in a car with this guy, and he has like the greatest playlists like ever.
This is random as fuck.
It is, but they're so good. Like you actually like it, because like your shit goes deep too.
It
man.
takes like it's one of those things, like I'll never force myself to like a band, but there's, with like the DJ setup and just going in like the discovery and just letting my playlist play after, so it just hits random shit. Like it's weird because I play it at work and I'll just be like not paying attention to it, and something will just like click, it'll pull me in, and I'm like, I like that, and I'll save it. And then like as I save more stuff and as I get into the more stuff, it expands. but it has to grab me. Like, I'm not
course
gonna
it
be
does.
like,
Of course
oh, well, this is okay. Maybe they have other stuff. Like, it's gotta, like, full-blown, like, pull my attention and be like,
Right.
oh, okay, I got it.
Yeah, I don't save the song to, like, just, like, it's like, this is okay. I might listen to this
Right.
again. I mean, granted, it's free, but, like, whatever. It's like, no. It's like, I might listen. If it grabs, it grabs. Like, I'm like the other way. Like, when something grabs me, like, I super suction listen to that thing for, like
God,
3 days solid.
I mean, like
I almost wear it out.
With, like, Electric Cowboy. Like, it was one of those funny things where, like, I listened to that band so much, and when it did, like, the Spotify, like, yearly thing, it was just like Electric Cowboy, Electric Cowboy, Electric Cowboy, just because I listened to him such a large amount.
I have to say also, like, so, like, actually, like, when you go into, like, we try to, like, do a deep dive and actually, like, really, like, break down. There's been this thing that's been happening, like, with, like, some of, like, the live music that, like, we've actually experienced where, like, bass players aren't important anymore.
Yeah, at least the shows we play.
But the stuff that I'm listening to is, like, I'm actually more drawn to, like, solid bass play right now. Like, a solid rhythm section is so important in music. Like, your drummer needs to be on point. Your rhythm section needs to, like, be, like, right there to actually, like, highlight it, emphasize, and, like, add to it, like, appropriately. And, like, the whole fact that, like there's, like, this new wave of music that's actually putting that. It's like, oh, we can just backline bass along with, like, all this other, like, nonsense, including possibly your fucking clean vocals.
Right.
Which, when I see that happen, like, live, now I'm paying attention to, okay, what are you clowns actually playing versus not playing? Like, the whole backlining thing. Like, I understand having backtracks and having elements and
layers. If you
I would say I don't know what the word would be for it, but, like, things that make, like, emphasize your tune. Like, just add, like, a little, like, like,
okay,
yeah, like a little oof. It's like, oh yeah, that was nice. Like, enhancements.
That is a word.
Little enhancements.
Good job, words. Thanks,
I don't
Webster.
want to see a band playing where, like, their cleans are backtracked and your vocalist is front and center and singing whenever he's comfortable to do so. I mean, because now I'm like,
Then you're just a DJ at that point, right?
like, really quick, and, like, I know we're at the end of this episode and we won't drive this, like, on too long. There's actually a story out there. Sleep Token. Two of their members were actually ill for a show. But they said, we're still gonna have the show though. We're just gonna backline their parts. So 2 guys went out there with, like, backlines.
That's wild.
How are you satisfied as a fan?
Right.
To go, you basically got 2 guys up there playing to a CD. Like, I don't know. It's like, and you're paying good money for a Sleep Token ticket at this point because, like, they're one of the biggest metal bands, like, in the world right now.
Yeah.
And I know a guy who's a huge Sleep Token fan. I actually brought this to his attention, and, like, he gave me, like, all kinds of excuses why it was okay, but, like, they were okay with it. He was okay with it. It's like, oh, well, the truth is, I mean, he wrote all the parts. It's like, yeah, but they're in masks. He could have put 2 boobs in, like, instruments, played backlines, and not told anybody, and, like, you would have had no idea, like, kind of a thing. But the fact that, like, all you did was emphasize the fact that you actually fucking do it.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I don't know. I'm not going to call anybody out, but I recently saw a band, and, like, I actually saw, like, they had cleans, they had heavies, and the cleans, there was a part that there was interaction with the crowd, and the cleans were playing, and it occurred to me all of his cleans were backtracked.
Yep.
And I was like, okay.
Yep.
I get it. Like, when you're a 4-piece band, you do what you have to do, kind of a thing. And then I was trying to justify it. It's okay, maybe he's harmonizing with those. Which, I don't know, maybe, neat, kind of, sort of, maybe. But I think we're going too far.
Yeah.
This is getting fucking gnarly. It's like, guys, if you want to be DJs, just go be DJs. Stop buying instruments.
Right.
Just buy DJs and just
Buy
go.
DJs.
Like,
Get Spotify Premium.
Get the little turntable with the cool
wiki,
colors.
wiki.
But anyway, that was a odd negative rant on my
That's okay.
on my positive segment.
It's fine. You did great. Good job.
And that's it. Do you have anything else for the peoples?
No, that's it.
All right. Guys, we always appreciate you joining us.
That's the beer review.
We try to give you a little brew. We try to give you a little tune. We try to give you a little fun.
Yep.
Beyond that, you're on your own. We are the Heavy Metal Over 6 Pack Podcast. This is Marcus.
Best place for metal, music, news, beer,
Local, national,
bologna,
and
avocado.
interstellar.
Yep.
I don't think we're on any kind of satellite, but
Starlink.
this is like that bad alien invasion movie where the first thing that they actually hear is like our transmission.
Murder them. That's all.
You know what movie I saw recently?
Mars Attacks.
You seen Pixels?
Yeah, it's what's really weird is that it's been trending on Netflix, and that movie came out like
I think that's why I saw it
10 years
recently.
ago.
I think that's why I
It's
saw it recently.
fine. It annoys me because Kevin James should never be the president. And I mean,
It's cute. The actual video game interaction is actually kind of cute. The whole story with the characters
kinda
is
dumb.
completely fucking ridiculous.
stupid.
Kevin James as a president is literally like
The
chugging
wildest.
like chugging a pitcher of beer.
I mean, I get it because Adam Sandler just puts his buddies in, and that's fine. Like you said, the concept is cool. It just
The video game nostalgia was
Peter
fun.
Dinklage is a cheater. I don't know.
Who's the fucking nerdy guy with the girl character?
Oh yeah, I don't remember his name.
I can't remember his name either. He's actually a good actor. I actually
Yeah.
kind of enjoy him.
Yep.
Might have been the funniest guy in the live action Beauty and the Beast because he was clearly gay, and Disney hated that.
That sure does. That
Well,
Jewish people.
not Disney hated it, but the world hated it that Disney put that in there. It's like I thought we were all accepting.
Not Disney.
What world are you guys from?
Disney.
But anyway, this is the longest outro ever. So thank you guys for joining us.
Yes.
Check out the links for GANNON, Through Arteries, and hey guys, website www.hmoa6pack, initials HMOA6 wordpack.com, and that is constantly getting rebuilt, revamped, and if
Resold.
if we don't talk
The
to you
bigger
before
breweries.
then, enjoy your Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's.
Yeah, all three of those.
Because it's the holiday season, which is why we drink something awful like the Mad Elf.
And that makes me a sad elf.
Yep, now we're all sad elves. So good night, goodbye, good luck.
Hasta la taco.
That is the end of this episode. Thank you for tuning in to another exciting episode of Heavy Metal Over a Six Pack Podcast. Marcus, Dave, and Anthony signing off. Check out the podcast at hmoa6pack.podomatic.net. Email hmoa6pack@gmail.com. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.